Welcome back, everyone. Toyshiz here, and I am back yet again to give you guys another news update. And today, the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection team took to the YouTubes to talk about all the upcoming Power Ranger action. So Paul and Emily took it away. Emily, by the way, she did a great job. That was a fantastic presentation. I could totally tell she was very into it, so I appreciate the enthusiasm. They went over the top 5 Power Ranger Halloween episodes. I remember a couple from the old Mighty Morphin. The other ones I have no idea, but they do sound fun, especially this Party Monster one. I thought that was kind of interesting. Very Almost Got Him from Batman the Animated Series, the way that they described it. And then, of course, they talked about Dino Fury. A lot of people were very excited about it. It's the new iteration of Power Rangers coming 2021. They brought in John from Transformers. He's on the Power Ranger team, and Jordan. They're talking about all the new 6-inch figures, right? And I gotta say, Emily and Jordan, they absolutely killed it. This is the guy that I want to see making Power Ranger toys. He was having a blast talking about dino keys. Each of the Rangers and the monsters will come with these keys. You flip them around. They do have a head that will work with the Megazord that will be coming out as well. So it means the bad guys can have a Megazord too, right? They can take over, corrupt it. They also showed off the new Power Ranger Morpher, which is actually pretty cool. Light sounds, all that kind of stuff. And then they showed off these new Battle Attackers 2-packs, very much in that Sofubi vinyl Japan type monster looks for the creatures. Very cool. And then the Power Rangers will have like kicking effects. So the idea is that, you know, the Power Rangers can subdue the foes, like kick them, you know, battle attack, karate chop, all that kind of stuff. So those are actually pretty cool. And if the monsters do fit really well, I could see myself picking them up just alone for the monsters. They also showed off the new Dino Fury Megazord, the T-Rex Champion Zord, the Stego Blade Zord, the Green Tiger Claw Zord. Of course, it's all there. These are all coming out 2021. This is a kids line, just FYI, not a collector's line, not being billed as such. So kids, I think you're really going to have a blast with this. This was very cool to see. Cool to see kids into Power Rangers. That's always a good thing. And then they unleashed the facts of Chance Perez will be the upcoming new Black Ranger, so good for him in the Dino Fury. And Tessa Rao will be the Green Ranger, so female Green Ranger. That's not too shabby at all. But you guys are here for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. I get it, but you gotta do the whole thing, you know, the whole shebang. So they started talking about the new upcoming Power Rangers SPD B Squad and A Squad 2-pack. From what I gathered from the presentation, A Squad goes out, decides to be evil, and B Squad takes over and becomes the Ranger. Something like that. I am not familiar with SPD at all. Like I said, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is my jam, but these do look good. They showed them off really nicely. A lot of effects, hands, and no, your figures' heads will not come with the control number stamped on the top of the forehead. Then they showed off the In Space Red Ranger and Astronema Sibling Rivalry 2-pack. She comes with her Wraith staff, effects, hands. She looks good. I gotta give it to him on this. I have no idea who this is, Astronema-wise, but she looks good, and that would be a good sort of villain for the whole, I don't even care, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers lineup, so yeah, I pick her up if I see it. I could definitely handle that. But the main thing that I wanted to see was the new Power Rangers Lightning Collection Monsters line. Now, they did tease these a while back, and we knew we're getting King Sphinx and Pumpkin Rapper, but of course today we got our final looks at the figures. And here they all are packaged, and I think they look good. I just think that they're missing some details that really make the characters pop, like a black wash, maybe some paint to the face, especially on King Sphinx, you know, missing that black nose. But they'll have 20 points of articulation, 8 inches tall. He comes with his Sphinx scepter. He's got these big wings, you know, he can blow away all the Rangers. They stressed really nice articulation in the ankles, so that's cool to see. But again, I think the main prob, is that the paint is missing in some aspects. And when you have McFarlane Toys just killing it on all aspects with paint application, Hasbro, you gotta step it up in the paint. We need more paint. I'm just telling you, it brings it out, especially on the next monster, which, before we get into it, Emily went over the Pumpkin Rapper's top 5 greatest hits. That was actually pretty cool. I remember all those. This is so corny, but so awesome at the same time. So the Pumpkin Rapper, he looks great. I really think that he looks good, but again, missing those paint applications. And one thing I will say though, In certain angles, the eyes and the mouth look like they have black paint, but if you look at the old costume, it's mainly shadow. But that being said, it would have heavily benefited, especially since on the box, you have the black and everything. So it's not something I want to do. It might be something I have to do just to kind of emphasize it a little bit more, which I don't like painting anything. I like buying the figures already made, but he does look like a very cool figure, and I'm glad, again, 8 inches tall, 20 POA. Comes with a vine whip with 3 pumpkins, blast effect. You can put the pumpkins within the blast effect, have he's tossing a hobgoblin type pumpkin, or the best part, you can pop the pumpkins onto the Rangers' heads or the Putty Patrol heads. So that's very cool, straight from the episode. So I appreciate that. Nice attention to detail, makes it more fun. Yada, yada. The pumpkin wrapper is also part of the new Power Rangers Legacy Wars video game, so you can pick him up as well. Comment below, let me know if that's any good. I've never played that game, but it does look kind of fun. It looks like a Mortal Kombat beat-em-up game. They also showed off 2 new comic books from Boom Studios for Power Rangers Mighty Morphin #1 and then Power Rangers #1. So you have 2 books to complete the full name of Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin drops on November 4th. Power Rangers #1 drops on November 11th. It deals with the Omega Rangers, something to that extent. So that was the full reveals for this morning. And just FYI, all pre-orders, if applicable, mostly towards the 2-packs and the monsters, will go up around, I always say around, 1 p.m. Eastern. That'll be 10 a.m. Pacific. So depending on when you watch this episode, you should be able to get these. I think you'll be in good hands, if not now, later. And then look for these, hopefully to hit shelves around the end of the year, maybe into January, something like that. And we all know how Power Rangers goes. Could be a lot earlier. This could happen tomorrow. You never know. So I'm curious to know what you guys think about all the reveals. More so the final looks, we'll just say. Especially on Dino Fury, though. With all the new reveals and such. A lot of people are looking forward to that. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything Power Rangers. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food. But most importantly, remember, when you have a wrapping pumpkin, that just completes Halloween. Right? When you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.